The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow up 24, Nasdaq's down 4, S&Ps are up a couple bucks. We got gold off 270, silver's up 2 cents. You got let's see, copper's down a penny, light sweet crude's up 80 cents. We got the bonds off 11 ticks, and King Dollar, folks.
I gotta go get my King Dollar hat.
King Dollar, man. King Dollar rejected the lows out here, and it's making its way back. And there's big divergence in the marketplace, and that specifically is that you had Europe up dramatically, and we're basically flat right now.
Yeah, got the DAX up 97 points right now.
That's right. And what we're going to be doing every Friday, folks, is that we're going to be getting our head wrapped around binary options, bull spreads, inside the Nadex. You can come over to our website at tfnn.com. You hit the Nadex banner. Now you can open a demo account. And we're going to get a great education as to how these work and what these are all about. And if you were just listening, man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, and I'm going to bring up the platform right now. So when we take a look at this platform, what you're going to be looking at, I suspect first we should bring up the oil contract so you can decide what you want to do here. So let's take a look. So oil right now, and what happens, folks, is that these binaries, the ones we're talking about today, these are going to be yes or no. That's what will it close over a certain amount, and you'll see how this shakes out. Let's see. So CLH2. So, are you bullish or bearish? Where are we going with this?
I'm bearish.
You're bearish.
I'm bearish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm bearish on the light sweet crude. Well, the reason that the reason why I would take a bearish position is just simply, it is up against a real strong resistance area.
Right.
It has tried getting over the. Please flip the monitors, Tom. Flip your monitors.
Flip my monitors?
Yeah,
okay.
flip your monitors.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, great. Okay.
Thank you.
So the reason, folks, that I'm bearish, it really starts all the way back. So I'm going all the way back to May in 2011. In May 2011, on the daily chart, you had a real nice bearish engulfing candle. That was the first one. We then had another one that took place on June 1st, 2011.
Okay.
And so you had your second one that came in. The price point out there got up to 103.31. The next time, as oil came back up, was on November 17th, gets up to 103.37. As it's getting up there, creates another bearish engulfing candle.
Okay.
Does it one more time, January 5th. And so, all in that 103.70, 103.40 range. This morning, as we were getting off the air, you had this get up into the 103.57 spot right now.
Okay.
So, in this case here, the time frame, so we can choose different time frames. This can be.
I'll give you some choices here, okay?
Okay.
So what you're looking at, folks, is that the way the platform is set up is that the trade is right now, the oil pit closes at 2:30 Eastern time, okay? So these are going to be yes or no trades at 2:30, okay? So right now you have, you could say that, okay, will it close greater? Let me just give you some ideas, right?
Yeah.
So right now, if you pulled up that will it close greater than 103, okay, we're 102.87.
Yeah.
If you did that one and you sold that one, so let me just give you an idea how it would be. So if we sold one and you sold it at 42. Okay, so this is how this would work. If you sold a trade and saying, okay, it's going to close under 103, it would cost you $58 to make $42.
Yeah, which is not the type of bet reward risk that we would like to see.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's above what it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
So
right,
let me give you a different idea. Okay. Well, yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Just so, and folks, okay, we want to hear from you. If you want to put on some trades, just call us. And
That's right.
We'll go through a bunch of these. Okay.
That's
Because this is really cool, man. Okay. So now, the way that I think you should be looking at these folks is this, as Steve is doing right now. What he's doing is he's going back and saying, okay, where does he think the retracement can take place to?
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So what is the top of that?
That swing point there is 102.69.
Okay,
you know,
so
that's really where it should hit its first real resistance.
Okay,
support area.
so watch this one now. This gets. If you got to close under 102.50,
yeah.
Watch what the difference is now. The difference is pretty dramatic, and we put that up, and you're going to get 63 for it.
Yeah.
This is where the difference, you're risking $37 to make 63.
Okay, so I'll take that one.
You want that one?
I'll take that one.
Let's get that one right now.
I like that.
Okay, 62.
I like that trade.
Bing, bing, bing. That's in. Okay, bingo. Okay, so you need to close under 102.50 by 2:30 this afternoon. That's how that shakes out right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on something like this, folks, if you know the timing, if we're taking a look at it, and I'll just pull back up my my daily chart. You know how I would have been taking a look at this is I knew this morning this red line that I've got coming across on my chart here. I knew that was at least that's the area that I have marked as the resistance area. And as soon as and where that is, folks, that is the exact price on that I was looking at was 103.39. So and it got up, and so as it would have hit 103.39, that's where I would have taken the actual short position. It got up to a high of 103.57. Not that I don't like this one, but just to kind of show you the, you know, folks, where I would have liked to have been able to have taken that trade.
Right. Now, if we go over and I'm going to switch gears just for a second and go into the gold market, because what the amount of indices, folks, that you can trade on these binaries are pretty amazing. You can trade commodities, you can trade forex, you can trade the indices themselves, and you can trade them daily and weekly. You don't have to just do dailies, by the way.
Right.
So if we go over and look at the gold contract right now, what I'd love to see, you know, gold's down $1.50 right now, 1726. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we came down with volume. You know, we hit that low of 1725, and it's kind of what you were just saying with the oil.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a retracement all the way back up to 1731, and then hit it. That would be the essence inside that contract.
Yeah.
If we go over to now we know that the Nasdaq is weak today. So if we go over to the Nasdaq and we look at that setup, and we say, okay, where does she want to go? Well, the Nasdaq, the first leg down on the Nasdaq, we got to 63.43.
Okay.
And you see the monster volume there, folks?
Exactly,
okay.
Yeah.
You know, it has to break that first. So there's really not a trade in the Nasdaq right now, because what's happening here is this: that stopped dead in its tracks.
Yeah.
That what's stopping that is the other side of 12:50 yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So what I would definitely like to see, I would like to see first off that you come down into this area with an acceleration of volume, which we don't have. Then you go back up top side.
Yeah.
And as you're going, as you're going top side with lighter volume.
Yeah.
If we go over to the SPY and we take a look at the SPY, let's see what we have inside the SPY here. So the SPY would be the SPY. What you'd have with the SPY is this: you first break top side at that 136.57. Bottom line has some juice up there. What you'd want to do is that we'll have
get back up.
We'll have some patience.
Come back up there and let it test that area.
Have some patience. Let it get up there and absolutely have some volume. Okay, so I like right where you went. So I got to get out here and get in this oil market too. And the reason being is that, now, and that's what you want to be doing, folks. You want to be going from sector to sector, commodity to commodity, to take a look at it and say, okay, what do we have? Where is the best trade at this particular point? And let's see. So there she is. So when I look at this, that's closed. I already done that one. Okay, so you get the 102.50, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Let me see what's it at right now. So it's still around the same thing. So
yeah.
Bottom line is that 102.50. Let me see that King dollar again. See, if they can get King dollar going,
right?
Let me just what I'm really curious about is that. Well, here I want to see what I'm curious about right now, and what I'm going to pull up, folks. I want to see that what is the size of the move compared to what your risk parameter is.
Yeah.
So if I get down to 101.50. Oh, look at this. I just got to, yeah. Okay, so at 101.50, watch what happens here. Now, this is where this gets wild. At 101.50, which we know in the oil market, that's not a big deal. I'm risking $9.50 to make $90. Bang.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Now, that setup there, folks, absolutely is a much higher risk. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And we'll see what ends up happening.
Yeah, but it's a higher risk, but to a certain extent, as light sweet crude has come into this resistance area,
right.
It's not even a 0.382 retracement off of the low. So and folks, I'm not recommending taking this trade just yet. Because I know folks will be listening and they'll be taking the SEO trade or something like that. Okay, so I just wanted to I want to give them the other side of the trade or what they should be looking at.
Okay, good.
Because what I like is, I prefer that things prove itself to us. Okay?
Right.
And so if you take a look at the light sweet crude, and I've got the continuous contract up here.
Yes.
Each time that it has come into that area, what has happened, it doesn't necessarily have to happen today. This is what you would be looking at on Monday, for example.
Okay.
That's the bummer, is that each time it's come into that area, the following session, if you will, has created that bearish engulfing candle.
I see.
So today, unfortunately, you got the markets are closed on Monday. Oil will be trading, though, I believe.
Well, that's right. And I suspect what we're going to have is that, now on the oil market, because of, the Middle East, people are worried. There's no doubt about that. So you could get a worry there that, okay, I want to stay long oil over there. Versus the indices.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to get
right.
kind of interesting, because inside the indices, folks, when we're actually looking at the indices, what you have inside the indices is that do folks want to stay long, and the aspect that what's happening in Europe.
Yeah. And what I really like about this trade, let's say, if you will, or paying attention to the oil contract, is that if you do get above this 104 area, okay, then it absolutely wants higher price.
Yeah, you're gone.
Okay, and where that higher price takes you to, folks, which is nice, it's going to take you up into the 113 range. It's going to get right back up into the swing point from where else? May 2nd. How does that work? We're looking at May 2nd right now today.
Yes.
I've been looking at May 2nd, and so the same thing would happen with oil if it can actually get above this resistance area.
Amazing.
I love
This is Steve Rhodes. This is Tom O'Brien. This is the Nadex Bull Bear Binary Option Hour, folks. Give us a call at 877-927-6648. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner right at the very top. You can open a demonstration account, folks. We're going to start off with the binaries for the first few weeks. They do have spreads also, which just, bottom line, how spreads work in the option market. But binaries first.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Nadex Bull and Bear Binary Option Hour. It's going to be every Friday at 10 a.m. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Right now, we get the Dow up 34, NASDAQ down 3, S&Ps are up a couple bucks. Gold's down 140. We got silver up 40 cents. Oil, she's at 102.88, and it's 10. Is it what is the? Is it 102.50?
102.50.
That's only 30 cents.
I know.
You get 30 cents, you get till 2:30 this afternoon. So let me just go over and pull that up again. Let's see what we got here. CLH2. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You get.
We will, baby.
You get. All it has to do is has to get inside 102.75.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Lakeland. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys. I just mentioned that. Sorry, I was just on hold waiting for you. They said that the Swiss confiscated $6 trillion in counterfeit U.S. Treasuries.
Yeah, no, I think it was the Italians. They got it. It was over in Italy.
I just wonder. I mean, how many times do you pass those around? I mean, and what
well,
happens?
what's so wild about this, folks, is that the smallest denomination, I think it was $1 billion. This is so crazy. If you remember years ago, do you remember like 4 or 5 years ago, there was this guy that was claiming that he had all these bonds.
Yeah.
There was this big internet deal going around, folks. He was claiming he had all these bonds and that they were good, and the U.S. government's going to owe him all this money. And what I'm thinking, when I saw that this morning, I said, man, I wonder if this came off of that, because the date on those bonds, Mike, from this they found this morning, they busted some people actually with them. they did. I see what you're saying. That's what they did. They found them in a Swiss bank, right? That's what you're talking about. It was in Italy, but it was in a Swiss bank in a safe deposit box. Yeah.
I mean, how many times can they pass? I mean, pass one or two of those. I mean, it could wipe out, a country. I mean,
but you know what's so crazy about it is that whoever did it, they're dated 1934. And they're dated. I think each one of them is $1 billion. It's like, who's going to give you $1 billion for a bearer bond?
Maybe it's the Greek collateral. Hey, I don't want to take up your time. I want John Pierce. I don't know if you know John Pierce.
I know John. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and I gave him a call. I wanted to get his thoughts on what Kaminsky had to say the other day about he basically said that volume is a fallacy. And John's take on it, but I want to just throw it out.
I think just to give Gary, go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't even hear all of Kaminsky, but I asked John about it, and he just said, that his take was, he said that for years he's railed and thought that volume is kind of misused and overused, and he said particularly today where you have ETFs, options, futures, so many different markets, high frequency trading, that it's the word he uses, it can be masked. He said other than a huge blow off top or a huge blow off bottom is one thing, but he doesn't personally use it because he just thinks it can be masked so well. And but I didn't hear everything with Kaminsky, and I don't mean to open a can of worms, but I just wanted to hear you guys banter it back and forth. And,
I wouldn't agree with it. It can't be masked. You can take, and this is what's so wild about. This is what I love about the conversation, really, folks. Okay, you can take any ETF you want, take any one of those things you want. Take them. I don't care which one you take. Bottom line is that none of them have higher volume. It's real simple. My concept is real simple. You need more demand for higher price. End of story.
He suggested for me to do a search on Zero Hedge and do volume in dark pool for a bunch of articles and stuff. So I don't know. I just throw it out to you. See if you guys want to check that out.
Well, you know what's even better about that? Go do the search. Because what you want to do, this is what's really cool, okay? So watch this. You're going to find out over in Zero Hedge, factually, some articles that are absolutely wrong. And the way that they're wrong, this is what's really cool, okay, is this. See, a dark pool, okay, do you think it has to get registered or not?
It does.
That's all that matters. End of story. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. The thing that's amazing is that and the business is intricate, folks. There's a lot of different things inside the business. There's no doubt about it. What happens, unfortunately, that I've seen inside the context of what gets put out there versus what is real is, I'm lucky because of the concept. When the ECN structure, folks, the original ECNs, Electronic Communication Networks, okay, I was actually in Island's office and did one of the first trades ever on the whole. So I know the structure upside down. But that structure, which is important about, is understanding that you can be in an off market. And it doesn't matter. It has to get registered. It has to get traded. That's right. You can get a better bid and offer off the market, then you come back. It's Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You listen to the...
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. TFNN has an exciting announcement. As part of our Go Long America contest, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes will be hosting 4 live in-person workshops that are absolutely free to attend. Denver on February 21st, Spokane on February 22nd, San Francisco on February 23rd, all from 6:30 till 9:30 in the evening, followed up by Boston on Saturday morning, March 3rd. Steve Rhodes will show you how to understand the power of 1% and how to master probability, along with avoiding getting stopped out of trades early, while Tom O'Brien will speak about the intense trading power of Tiger Gartley and butterfly patterns. All of these workshops are completely free to attend. Come see Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes live at one of these free workshops as part of the Go Long America Tour. For more information and to reserve your seat today, visit the front page of TFNN.com and click on the Go Long America Tour banner. In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Right now we have the Dow up 25, NASDAQ down 4, S&Ps are off 3.5. We go overseas. Let's go take a look at overseas and see what we have happening overseas. So Europe, this is, you talk about divergence. We get some big divergence here. I mean, you know, you get the FTSE up 0.5%. The DAX is up 1.5% almost.
Yeah. I guess getting rid of the president, having him resign, was a good thing over there.
Yeah, no.
You know, I guess it's just a figurehead. Maybe is that how it works over there? If somebody actually is from Germany, give us a call, let us know. I don't know what the right. You know, it's almost like just an emissary of some sort.
What you had, folks, is the president had to resign for a bottom line, the scandal, a bribery scandal. It just never stops. It doesn't matter, what country you're in. It just seems that it's over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Well, yeah, the SPY is not ready to be sold yet. I'd like to see this one little pop up to SPY. We're at 136.29. 136.35 would be a number, because you certainly don't have any conviction either way, and this is option expiration. So volume-wise, what we have out here is that the bulls and bears have a shot at volume. We have 340 million right now in the NYSE, and you're dealing with 500 million in the NASDAQ.
Yeah, and so our listeners, so they can follow along. So,
yes.
Play this game at home, if you will.
Right.
So back on the SPYs, okay, you've got it on a 10-minute chart or a 5-minute chart?
I had that on a 10-minute chart.
10-minute chart, okay.
Yeah.
So on the 10-minute chart, you're looking at the 10-10 time frame? Was that what
That's
you were
correct.
looking at?
I'd like to see it go up there and test it, which it hasn't done.
Yeah, and you're trading inside that bar right now, and that bar had 6 million shares. So,
right.
So for you, your test would be to get above 136.43.
That's right.
Close back underneath 136.43 on, and how much? It's got 6 million shares. What?
4 million would be nice.
4 million, okay.
Because what does happen?
Got about 66%, about 2/3.
That's right. Because see, what you don't have here is that first acceleration down. Even though we had some juice, but that's nowhere near enough juice. That's not a big seller. You need something pounding that first acceleration down with some real juice.
Yeah, and the reason why Tom can say it wasn't a big seller, so on the 10-minute chart, folks, you can go back to 350 yesterday afternoon. So at 350 yesterday afternoon, as the SPY was moving up, it did 7.2 million shares. It got up to a high of 136.17. When you came down in that same buy we were taking a look at, you got to 136.15 with only 6 million shares. So you were coming down into that bar with lighter volume.
Yes. Right.
And then, in essence, rejected it, moved higher. Now it's just simply moving sideways on lighter volume, and we'll see what it wants to do.
Yeah. Let's go over. We can take a look at Apple. Apple, what you have out here this morning, folks, now, there's not enough juice on Apple, so it's going to be interesting to see, can it at least close over the high of yesterday, which is the 504.89, which it's out there now, no doubt. Inside the NDX, there's no doubt it's Gilead. Gilead is absolutely... putting the juice on the downside because Gilead is down 858. You talk about something with volume.
Yeah, and 16% on the way down. It's probably 50 million shares already this morning.
And just, is it amazing? I mean, just look at this. This is actually, let me bring this back a little bit more. I wonder if this was a 1 to 2 ABC up in the first case. So when this took off, when it got over there, it had the volume. When it got over the 42, it had the volume.
Yeah.
It spiked, but watch this. If we take 43, 35 is 8. Yeah. There's an extension.
Yeah.
So you did. Now, this is almost a parabolic move, folks. And, then you tested it 3 days later on lighter volume. But if you do bring it over, as Steve done at the beginning of the show, we're bringing it all the way over as to what it was going into was pretty clear.
Yes.
That was a test. Isn't it crazy that how you can have these tests that are taking place and it's like, and fundamentally what it is, folks, is that all those folks that were trapped, in 2008, they were taking their money.
Oh, absolutely.
They would, they waited, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. They had to wait 3.5 years.
Yeah. Well, the pattern.
We're in 2012 right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
They had to wait 3.5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that pattern. I was talking about, I think yesterday on one of the shows, was just simply that pattern's not going to change. When you start coming, that's why you want to understand the candles and those supply lines. Especially on a daily chart, if you will. Because as price starts moving back into something that had gotten tanked, if you will, and people were trapped, they didn't get out. Even if there were signs of strength that it was going to move higher, all they want is their money back.
Yes, no, absolutely. And, getting your money back after 2.5 or 3 years, right? Yeah. That's making money, folks. That's making money.
Especially on an equity that pulls back, pretty deep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's go and we take a look at that E-mini just for a second. So on the E-mini, folks, what we have is that, you spike the high out here at the 1361.
Yeah.
And, we'll see whether you can get juiced on the other side. Right now, there's no juice.
Yeah.
Inside of, you're not even actually inside. We have to get back inside 1351 also. I mean, that's how this little baby is set up at this particular point.
Yeah.
We go over to the King Dollar. And King Dollar, folks, no doubt is up, down, and all around. So King Dollar today, it's a good setup though. Yesterday, what do we have? We had 35,000 contracts. And what we're doing right now, you're backing in to the 32,000, you get 15. And this is, we'll see if what I'd like to see King Dollar close at, the 130 level at the 79.59 at the high of the day.
Yeah.
Because then you very well may have a small ABC structure on the way up. Your A point on that would be 78.43. Yeah, you almost get $2. Your B's 80.24, which doesn't sound like a lot, but
and I think it's got a pretty decent chance on that. Now on the 10-minute chart, this is where it would have been interesting to have been on the Nadex on the currency side.
Okay.
The euro made a little 3 drive to a top pattern.
Okay.
Which I've got colored in here. You can see it in blue or whatever color it might appear at on your screen. And these are not. You don't want to force these patterns, if you will. Now, and what's interesting is you can see how once you made that, in this case here, it really reacted, especially on a 10-minute chart, the way that you would have wanted to see it, which it really popped off that area. Now, all that it has done is really looks like probably a 0.786 retracement off of that pattern. Yep, exactly. So, because the 786 retracement on the euro, folks, would have been 131.429. It got all the way down to 131.402 on that. So. It's great to watch these patterns.
And so right now we're at 131.
573.
573. Okay, so no, let's do this. We got 131. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Now, so watch this. If it closed, now this closes at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah.
So if I was saying that I wanted to trade one and say that, okay, we're going to close under... So watch this. This is kind of interesting. So this one here, folks, says that you're going to close under 131.60, and you'd be risking $54 to make 45.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
This next one down here, where's that one? Here, watch this one. So 131. Okay, so these go in 20 pip increments. Okay. So it's 131.60. 131.40 would be the next one. And that's 67. And on that one, what you'd be doing is 66.50 right now. So that one, what you're saying is that you're risking $33.50 to make $66.
And how about a close below 131.4? Is that on there?
131.
Yeah, I think it's up just a couple. 131.4. Maybe up just
one. Yeah, okay, 130 right there.
Yeah. What is that?
Okay, that's 67.50.
It's okay.
You like that one?
Yeah.
We'll try that one. Okay, so 67.50. So you're risking. Oh, this is pretty. You're risking $32 to make 67.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing. Now, what you do have, what we don't know yet, folks, is this: is that the and we'll keep track of this. Meaning on the currencies, on the actual indices themselves. On the S&P, on the S&P, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and all of that. The buy or sell, they're at 415.
Right.
And the fluctuation, does happen, but you're getting the most amount of bang for the buck after the close. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
Now, it looks to me, in the currencies, these are different. And what I'm talking about is that it looks like that the bid and offer changes more dramatically. And the reason I'm saying that is that I can just see it moving more dramatically. But we'll find out, because we got another 15 minutes before we're off the air, and hopefully if we get some movement in that, we'll take a look at it.
Only 15 minutes. My God, time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun. There's no two ways about it. Yeah. If we go take a look at the, it's interesting with option expiration. And I had one of the tigers in the den. We were actually talking about this yesterday. That he thought that all the volatility was in the market yesterday, and today would be dead. Yeah. The amazing part about a flat market out here today is what Europe's doing. Number one, but all that action was yesterday.
Oh, yeah, big time. Now, I heard something talking about rebalancing because Apple had gotten up to 500 or something like that. Over 500. What's the story there?
I believe there was a whole rebalancing, meaning there was a rebalancing inside some of the indices.
Okay.
And that's where Microsoft was taken off also.
Okay.
And taken off in spades. Let's go over and say, I'm curious as to inside the who's buying Microsoft. So let's go take a look at those 13F filings. And the leader out there on the buy in the last quarter, he had Bank of New York, BlackRock, Invesco, State Street. You had some big players in there. Right. Wellington. Look at these guys.
BlackRock has 200 million shares.
Yeah. And look at these guys. These guys moved together, State Street and Wellington. The cells. Let's go on the sell side and see who's is mad now that they moved out. And that would be Fidelity. That's interesting. Fidelity moved a third of their position out. 28 million shares. Capital Research. Capital Research is American funds. They're huge. They're a monster.
It's interesting that Fidelity, just pull up the chart here. Now, the filings that Tom is bringing up, folks, those are as of December 31st.
Yes.
So, you take a look at that, and the biggest move that you have seen in Microsoft in some time came right after December 31st.
I know.
Because you were talking when we came back from the holiday, as we went into New Year's, you had Microsoft close out at $25.96. Trading out at $31 right now. Big move for that kind of stock.
Oh, huge. And I guess the good thing is that they have 90 million shares, Fidelity, and so they made 90 million times $4. The bad side is that they sold 28 million.
Yeah.
Big number, no doubt about it. Let's go over and take a look at Google and see who is eating up Google right now, meaning, because it's these. Okay, so on Google, what we'll also do is we'll look at the cells first. So the cells, I guess a $600 stock, man. These are big numbers. It's amazing. You get Goldman in there. You get Capital World. You got BlackRock. Buys, who's buying the last quarter. And look at Toronto Dominion. That's a big bank up in Canada. Tiger Global. That's all the Tigers that came off Julian Robertson. Fidelity is out there buying. They bought another 500,000 shares. Fidelity right now, folks, owns 6.5% of Google. 16.9 million shares. Let's go look at this one. Yeah, Fidelity's number 1, Vanguard's number 2, State Street's 4, T. Rowe Price, BlackRock. Look at those numbers, man.
Yeah.
Wellington.
There's sometimes there's a lot of discussion about the ETFs and the volume, aspect. Mike was bringing up, folks. You realize, funds out there. There's like 7,000, mutual funds out there. The ETFs, it's like less than 1,000 or so.
Right.
Anyways, that's just kind of my take. When people start attacking the triples and the doubles, are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Go take a look at how many actual mutual funds are out.
What always gets interesting, too, is that inside the Qs, the diamonds, and the spies, when those actually get bought, the underlying has to get bought.
Right.
That's what's so cool about
the
structures in general. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You listen to the Nadex Bull and Bear Binary Hour, folks. You can come over, you can test drive the platform on Nadex 2 weeks, absolutely free. Just come over to TFNN, open that demo account. We're going to be right back, folks. We get the Dow up 27, Nasdaq down 5, S&Ps are off $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll you'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 30, NASDAQ down 6, S&Ps are off $1.50. This coming week, go long America.
Yeah.
Tuesday, folks, Steve and I are going to be at the Marriott Tech Center, February 21st, 6:30 to 9:30. Wednesday, we're going to be at Doubletree Hilton, Spokane City Center, 6:30 to 9:30. Thursday, Intercontinental San Francisco, 6:30 to 9:30. And then a week from Saturday, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're going to be in Boston at the Burlington Marriott. Now, you can sign up right on the front page of TFNN. They are free. If you're not going, please don't sign up because we are going to be sold out, and they're going to be 3-hour workshops. Steve's going to do an hour and a half. I'm going to be doing an hour and a half, and we do appreciate all the business out there, and and appreciate you buying my book, and that's what we're going to go out there.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lots of hugs. Lots of hugs.
Hugs and bugs.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's get to Irene in San Diego. She's up early this morning. Good morning, Irene. How you doing?
Hi, great. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I wanted you guys, if you could, look at UNG. I bought it at 530.
Let's take a look. UNG is the U.S. Natural Gas Fund, folks. What we'll do first is I'll go right over to the gas contract. The gas contract this morning is up 76 ticks. You're at 64,000. You know, you want to close out here today, which I think you'll get of over 254. What you also want, though, is you need more juice inside this contract in order to get back up to the 283. If we go back over to the UNG, it does want to test that 598.
Okay.
You know, and the last time we had up here, you know, you had a nice pop-up, hit the 598. This is basically acting exactly like it should, folks. So, you know, you come off the bottom of 498, no volume whatsoever, 27 million. You go topside with 53 million. You come back and test it with 31. Bottom line is that it wants to move.
Okay, great. And if I'm looking at just holding on it for, you know, pretty long term.
What's long term?
Oh, I don't know, months and months.
No, it's not. That is not for that. That's a trading vehicle. That's all it is.
Okay.
Do not hold it for months and months because, you know, as many of the Tigers have said, the bottom line is that it will lose value over the course of time on the contango alone, because what ends up happening is that they have to keep rolling that contract. I love that. I love the UNG and I trade it, but it's a trading vehicle. It's not something that you just sit in and, you know, hang out.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one. You know, and coming up next, folks, we're going to be going from Clearwater, Florida. We're going up to Boston. And they get their sunglasses on up in Boston. I mean, it's been the warmest winter in the world.
Yeah, which is just crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's wild, man. I mean, we're talking about
end of February, middle of February.
Middle of February.
17th.
Yeah.
Got 29 days this month.
I know.
We get an extra day.
And you know, it's so wild. Imagine the people that were born on the 29th.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're only 25% of their age.
Yeah. Well, we've got one.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. David White.
Are you kidding?
No.
Man, he's only 10 years old now?
He's only, that's right. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He was born on February 29th.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we were talking about one day. Now, his birth certificate had...
that is so
They actually
cool.
adjust the birth certificate, I guess, back to the 28th.
Do they?
Yeah, but he was truly born on February 29th.
They were fudging numbers even then?
They were. You got to talk to him about it today at 5:30.
Oh, my God.
That's right. Hopefully he's. I think he's listening. Yeah, Polar.
Yeah, there he is.
Hopefully, yeah, there he is.
1960. Oh, okay. So hold it.
You gotta love it.
So he's 60. What year are we in? This is pretty bad.
2012. He'll do the math. He's like 12 years old.
So,
but he's one of the best 12-year-olders that I know out there.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, thanks for being here, folks. Have a great day, safe day. You stay tuned up. Basil's coming up next, and we're going to keep you healthy with Nico. Then back to David.